Hey guys, Thomas Asuli Jr. here, aka Mustached Tom, here to review the movie Sleepless. So, this action based movie takes a really quick start with this sort of car chase scene, and then after that scene happens, we sort of get this vibe about this lady cop, whose name I unfortunately didn't learn, talking about how they were bad cops within their precinct. Now, as that scene wraps up, we finally get the official plot where Jamie Foxx's character Vincent Downs has his son stolen um, because his partner screwed up and apparently stole the wrong drugs from this group. So they take his son, and then it cuts to this other scene, which um, its setup is really weird because this guy is talking about he's like tormenting this other guy with like baseballs or whatever, and then like he's like the guy who's upside down is like mentioning some other guy, and that name. I don't know what that name's relevance means to the rest of the story. Um, but anyways, uh, so there's this casino drug guy, and then he's trying to pass off his drugs to this Novak family, and the guy, uh, he's a lot more brutal, and the casino guy is like, just do the stuff, and the father, uh, Vincent, is trying to get to his son, while his wife, who's a doctor, uh, is worrying about the situation more and more and more. And while that is going on, the lady cop that I mentioned is now onto Vincent because she believes that he's a crooked cop. So she takes these drugs that he was getting from his partner, and she obtained them and hid them. And her partner is this other cop who's trying to help her out as well. Uh, and then Vincent goes into the sort of main area, and he like tricks him and some action. He tricks both of the drug lords, and then a bunch of action happens as he tries to escape. Son gets captured again at one point, and then he manages to get out on his own because I guess they left the door open out of stupidity. Um, we find out later that the cop that was the lady's partner ended up working for Novak, uh, and so on and so forth. So there's a whole lot of action, and then there's a whole bunch of dirty cops doing all this shifty stuff, and so on and so forth. And the way that it's set up has Vincent barely managing to get out, as well as the first lady cop that was working sort of against them. They even have this fighting scene. There's like a few other fighting scenes all throughout the movie, so it's a pretty action-packed movie. The plot kind of goes all over the place toward the middle and ending. But besides that, it was a pretty okay action movie, I would say. Um, but unfortunately, the way that this movie ends is its sequel baits really, really hard because the Novak family, the Novak guy, he ends up getting shot at one point and then he dies, and then his phone is going off, and then you see it at the end of the movie where he gets a call from his dad, which he mentioned somewhere earlier in the movie, and he's like, "Oh, my father's all about this and stuff." So he's probably even more deeper into the drug stuff and whatnot. And then the cops that came to get the phone were actually working for the Novak family. So this movie really sequel baits really, really hard. And at that, I would say this is an okay action movie. Um, I liked how the wife Vincent ended up helping a little bit at some point in the movie. She like shoots some guy. The son needs a little bit more quirky, but the character development here is not a lot, of course. With the whole it being an action-based movie, it's more just sort of a typical popcorn movie. I would slide that into the popcorn movie. I would give this movie like a 6 or maybe even a 5 out of 10. It's an okay, decent movie. I would say halfway there to being a really solid one. But, it is what it is. Anyways, with that being said, I'm Thomas Sassouli Jr., aka Mustached Tom, and I'll see you guys next time.